What up, YouTube? We back, gang. I'm finna get into this video. The hunt for America's deadliest hitman. It's finna be a good one, nigga. So y'all better watch out for this shit. This shit finna be fire.
It's 1978. Jose is 16.
YouTube, you see the warning. This is about violent crime. I didn't make this video. I'm just watching it. Don't take my shit down. Please.
It's 1978. Jose is 16 years old. He lives with his family on a ranch near Irla Tulare County. It's a beautiful place, surrounded by Californian vineyards.
California?
One day, his sister Cecilia has a request.
She went and told me, "Hey bro, can you take me to Leo to meet this guy?" I said, "Sure, sister, why not?" Leo,
That nigga look crazy.
I said,
Yeah, that nigga look, he done killed about 55 people.
"Sure, sister, why not?" And I took my sister to this little house to find her stupid friend.
Her stupid friend.
I didn't feel comfortable going inside with her. Okay, months passed by and she never came home. First they found her car, and then they found her body.
Oh, Lord.
Jose was the last person to see Cecilia alive. But when
Also,
he made
they
a
killed
witness
his
statement,
sister.
I didn't want to give the full explanation because I want to get them.
Okay.
I didn't want the cops to find them. I want to find them myself. We went.
Okay, so if I'm using my context clues from right now, it seemed like somebody killed his sister and he just said, I'm knocking niggas off. Y'all take my sister, you take one, I'm gonna take 30. Bet, I see what you're doing.
To this
Let
little
go.
house. We broke in there, and we found one. I shot him.
he then went on to shoot 2 more people who were also in the house. A
Damn.
cold-blooded triple homicide at the age of 16.
That nigga, hey,
In
he,
the following decades,
he slid for his
Jose
sister, bro.
will
You
kill
gotta
more than
respect it.
30 people.
What?
16. In the following decades, Jose will kill more than 30
I said 30, I was just joking. That nigga that ass killed 30 people? What the hell?
people. What begins with a young act of
Okay.
revenge ends in one of the most ruthless hitmen for the Mexican drug cartels. His victims are scattered across the entire U.S., and of course, in his home county of Tulare. He has taken the lives of both young and old, drug dealers and farm workers, fathers and husbands. It will take over 30 years and police from 3 different states to bring him down.
How many years?
It will take over 30 years and police from 3 different states to bring him.
Okay, hold on. I want to see. So we at 141. Did it say what year this was?
It's 1978.
1978. Okay. That's crazy.
Bring him down.
No one got
This
away with
is
it
the
for so
story
long.
of Jose Manuel Martinez, El Mano Negra, the Black Hand, one of
Ooh,
America's
that's a tough
deadliest
name. The
hitmen.
Black Hand. Okay. That's a tough name, but that's spooky right there.
We love animation and deep research, but it's expensive. That's why we have sponsors on this channel.
Nigga, I don't give a damn about your
Why
sponsor,
don't you
nigga.
give
Hey, with that bullshit.
Before I ever met him, I talked to a lot of police officers, homicide detectives, murder detectives who had dealt with him. And they all said the same thing, which is when you meet him, he is the most charming person you will ever meet.
This is Jessica
Charming.
Garrison, a journalist and author. In 2017, she met
Did you say I didn't?
Jose in prison for a BuzzFeed News investigation and her book, The Devil's Harvest.
I hate rapists.
That's charming. That. I don't know, man.
The perspective of his family was that he was the person in the family who always took care of them. If you were in the hospital, he was the person that would come visit you. If the hospital wouldn't let you in, he was the person that would find a way to hoist children up to the window so they could wave at you. I think he was
That'd be
not a
nice.
person who anyone who just first met him ever suspected of being a multiple murderer.
How does a
You mean a serial killer? What the hell is a multiple murderer?
polite, loving family man turn into a mass murderer?
Hey, buddy, took his sister. She let that change niggas, bro.
Martinez is born in 1962 in
Damn.
Fresno, California.
Nigga,
He's a U.S. citizen, but he grows up in Mexico until the age of 11. He then moves with his family to a ranch near Erlenmart. At the time, Tulare is the poorest county in California. His stepfather organizes laborers for the wine industry, and as a side business,
This
deals
doesn't even look like
drugs.
California. This should look like
At the age of 14,
the
Martinez
country,
is sent on
the
his
South.
first drug courier trip by bus. Later, he uses his own car. As a bilingual, US-born teenager, Martinez can easily stay under the radar of authorities.
Yeah, bro, speak English and Spanish.
In 1977, the police raid his family's ranch.
Damn.
They confiscate $2.5 million worth of heroin and
$2.5 million worth of hair. Hey, that's a lot of drugs. 2.5 mil worth though? Jesus.
various weapons. Then in 1978, while his stepfather was in custody, Cecilia is murdered.
Drove that nigga
Martinez
crazy.
said that he was a nice man until they killed his sister. Since then, he said fuck the rapers and the child molesters.
Oh, she got
So
great.
he did in 1979. His first victim is David Bedoya. A friend tells Martinez that Bedoya raped his sister. Martinez does the job for $500. His first murder for money. In 1982, he meets a man from a Mexican drug cartel.
Okay, so, bro, I'm gonna have the take that if somebody grapes or sexually assaults or is being on pedophile activity or doing weird stuff to children or anybody in general, like women, like if you're graping women, little kids, anything sexual assault, if a nigga kill you, he should, bro, that shit should be perfectly legal. Like, in my opinion, if a nigga raped your child and you kill that nigga, you should not go to jail. I can't be the only one that thinks that, right? Is that just me? Cause like that's fair game, bro. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm
Most
sure.
likely Sinaloa. He only refers to him as Mr. X.
Ain't you finna get that name up?
Mr. X was involved in the moving of large amounts of narcotics, drugs from, Mexico through California and to points beyond. And Mr. X, gave Mr. Martinez numerous jobs killing people.
Not every job for Mr. X is directly related to murder.
So he just got
Most
to
of
get
the
back,
time,
and then he
Martinez
started
is
killing people.
tasked with collecting debts from small-time drug dealers. He receives his assignment through phone calls or brief personal meetings.
A lot of it is sold on spec. I give you the drugs, you sell the drugs, you give some of the money back to me. Right? But if you take the drugs and you don't give the money back to me,
You're
we have a
dead.
problem. Then Jose
You're
Martinez
dead.
would go into
That's why you don't play with the cartels. Look, if y'all gonna be trappers and y'all gonna sell that and y'all gonna sell the goody good goods, do not get involved with the cartel. Because the second you fuck up, they first of all they make you give up where your family live, where you live, where you work, where your family work. They make you give up all the information before you even start business with them. So if you fuck up, they can come get your ass. And or if you fuck up and they can't get you because you in jail or you get killed, they gonna go get your family. That's what they gonna do. Do not mess with the cartel. Please do not play with them folks. Them niggas is not nothing to play with.
collect that money.
Martinez does end up in jail several times. For example, in 1990 because of his drug courier activities. But he is never charged with his murders.
Crazy work.
That's weird, because his name does appear in several homicide cases going back all the way to
and he
1979.
never got convicted for that.
I mean, it's fine. If you turn up in one murder case, maybe that's bad luck. 2, maybe a coincidence. 7 or 8, you gotta be like, what's happening here?
Yeah, you pop your name is in 7 or 8 different murder cases. You're like, maybe this nigga might be killing people. But you never arrested the nigga. That was not clicking y'all's heads. If I'm a cop or a detective and I see this nigga's name in 7 different murder cases, all separate, I'm gonna be like, he probably did it.
In hindsight, it's difficult to understand why no one connected the dots back then. It will take many years and several victims before someone picks up Martinez's trail.
Bass thumping. Boom, boom,
November
boom,
2006,
boom, boom, boom,
Martinez
boom.
flies to
Oh, this
Florida
is the year before I
to
was
deal
born.
with a 20-year-old named Javier Huerta.
Javier
Javier
Huerta.
is accused of stealing 10 kilograms of cocaine worth around $170,000.
That's your ass, gang.
Martinez keeps a close eye on Huerta for a few days, and then he decides to strike.
I called Javier Huerta. They told me that you're a Missouri worker, and I want you to come so you can give me an estimate price for my house. They got in. I locked the door. When I turned out, I had my guns out.
Okay, if I'm giving you a tour of the house, why are you locking my door? That's kind of suspicious. I'm like, hey, bro, you ain't gotta lock the door. Boom, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't gotta lock my door.
Hit the floor, motherfucker. And this ain't good financial you. You stole 10 kilos from cocaine from me. If you don't get my money in 30 minutes, I'm gonna call my friend that is outside your house and he's gonna shoot your family.
I'm gonna
Martinez
call
gets
my
the
friend that's outside your house and he's gonna shoot your family. Jesus Christ.
money, $150,000, are buried in Huerta's garden. He shoots Huerta and his colleague 4 times each. He binds their hands
Shoots them both 4 times each. Okay, this nigga's moving different, I see, Mr. Hitman.
with zip ties and puts their bodies in Huerta's truck. He takes the car and drives it to the outskirts of a national park, smoking a cigarette on the way, perhaps to calm down.
I mean, he did just catch 2 bodies.
After
so,
the
I mean,
job, Martinez flies directly to his daughter's home in Alabama.
might need some Zygang.
His granddaughter is celebrating her birthday. He wants to use the money he just earned to make her happy.
Go
I got
ahead.
her. I took her to Toys R Us, where a kid can be a kid.
Bro, do y'all remember Toys R Us, bro? That shit shut down like a mug, bro. I used to love that store, gang. I used to walk up in there. I used to go straight to like the Legos and the Nerf guns and all that. I used to be like, damn. Cause there was so much shit in there, bro. And I used to go to the WWE wrestling, bro. I bring back Toys R Us, bro. I'd go back for myself. I swear I will.
I told her, babe, because I love you with all my heart, me and you, we're gonna walk
Bro,
in the
it's just
store.
some nostalgia. Look at all
For
this
1 hour,
stuff.
You can pick whatever you want, okay?
While Martinez is treating his granddaughter at Toys R Us, investigators in Florida discover Huerta's truck with the 2 dead bodies.
Oh shit.
They find a Mountain Dew
If you
can in
don't
the
get,
center
if you don't
console
arrest
of
him
the vehicle,
now, then you're
with a
just.
cigarette butt laying in a puddle of the yellow-green liquid. They send the cigarette butt to a lab to check for DNA traces, but the test is not conducted right away. The evaluation probably isn't a big priority. Huerta was a construction worker and had many co-workers in the car with him, so investigators had little hope of a hit. In fact, the results won't reach them until years later. Martinez escapes conviction for the murder of Huerta, at least for the time being. In 2009, Martinez kills a man named Joaquin Barragan in Earl Mart for $8,000. He used a woman as a lure. She brought drugs from Barragan, contacting Martinez when the meeting was set. 3 days later, Barragan's body is found under a blanket, his hands bound with zip ties. The police question many people in Earl Mart about the murder. They learned that Barragan knew he was being pursued by a contract killer.
Okay, so by this time he was at 7 or 8 murder cases, and now he's probably got to be at like 10 to 12. Why are we not interrogating this nigga? You found his truck with 2 dead bodies in it. Why is this nigga not in jail?
Known as El Mano Negra.
The Black Hand.
A woman tells investigators that Martinez tried to hire her to lure Barragan to a remote location. Others say that El Mano Negra is in fact Martinez's nickname. The investigators don't have enough evidence against him, but they still decide to make a move.
How?
They arrest Martinez for violating probation, but when they knock on his door, he scrambles out his phone, removes the SIM card, and swallows it.
What button am I looking for? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't got a button. You smart boy. Nigga, police knocking at the door. Finna take it out to jail. Nigga, take that SIM card out, swallow that thing. You not tracking me, nigga. You not getting this info?
Nothing else on there can incriminate him. When the police question Martinez, he claims that everyone in Earl Mart is lying, and that he didn't kill Barragan. They send him to prison anyway for violating his probation terms.
What was his probation
When
terms?
Martinez gets out of prison about a half a year later, he
Half
directly
a
marches
year.
to the
That
Violent
was
Crime
it.
Division of the Tulare County Sheriff's Office. He wants his white Chevy Suburban back that the police had seized from him. Martinez agrees to answer a few questions from the police in return. He hints that he is a collector for a Mexican drug cartel from Guadalajara, and he also claims to know that Barragan was murdered. Not due to death.
You snitched
because
on the
he was a rat.
cartel?
The investigators
You a
are
dangerous
suspicious.
nigga.
They suggest a lie detector test. These aren't technically valid ways of determining a lie, but police will still often use them for investigations. Martinez agrees. He is asked several times if he knows who killed Barragan. Martinez, of course, denies that he killed him. The lie detector's response to Martinez's answers are clear. Deception is indicated. Still, the investigators' hands are tied.
So they said he was lying?
Without clear evidence of a confession, they can't pin Martinez down. In the end, the Black Hand once again
It's
slips
free.
from their grasp.
If this was current day, bro would have been caught after like the first 2 kills, bro. This nigga would have never made it this far, bro.
The cigarette butt is still in the lab. The police in Florida
This
have
cigarette
other
would've got
cases
him
to
life in
handle,
prison.
and they forgot about those bodies in that trunk.
You forgot?
It looks like
What do you mean you forgot? What?
Martinez can just keep going on forever. But then something happens in Alabama.
This is a good
Early
video, bro.
2013, 35 years after the murder of Martinez's sister, 33 years after he shot David Badella for $500, Martinez is now 51 years old. He is once again visiting his daughter in Alabama.
Bro,
He
settle
spends a
down.
lot of time with his grandchildren,
For now.
picks them up from school, dresses them up as Disney princesses, and has spa days with them.
T-Bro
His
is a
daughter
good dude, though.
knows he's a criminal, but she thinks he's just a smuggler who helps to bring people across the border.
Bro,
to
a
the
killer,
US.
boy.
While at her home, Martinez has an idea. He learns that a friend of his daughter's partner needs help collecting a debt. He'll help him, but in reality he just wants to learn from the friend a little bit about his daughter's partner, Jaime Romero. Is he a good guy? He meets with a friend named Jose Ruiz. In the car, Martinez asks Ruiz about his daughter's partner. Ruiz says Romero is okay, but he proceeds to call his girlfriend names and a terrible mother. He doesn't realize it's Martinez's daughter.
Oh,
And
shit.
so Martinez decides to forgive
Oh, you called this nigga's daughter bad name. Oh, this nigga's finna kill you.
him,
You're good.
realizing that we're all human on this rotating rock in the void. And naturally, we
not.
can all make mistakes. He patiently tells Ruiz, "Hey, I'm her father, and that's not a kind way to speak about my daughter. No." Martinez decides that Jose Ruiz must die.
What? Nigga? You killed the wrong person. Killed the one that's talking crazy to your daughter. Why are you killing the nigga that gave you the information? What? Nigga, what are you?
But not right now. People saw them together, so he returns to California for the time being,
What?
and Ruiz is allowed a few more weeks on Earth. On March 4th,
Right, I moved
2013,
to Greenland or
Martinez is
something.
back. He goes on a little tour with Romero and Ruiz.
Both of
They
them?
stop to stretch their
Nigga, you
legs in
better
a remote national
kill
park.
Romero too.
Martinez pulls out a gun, points it at Ruiz, and says, "The woman you insulted is my daughter, you bastard."
Wait,
And he shoots him twice in the head.
so he was the one that insulted his daughter, not Romero. Okay, never mind. Then yeah, you did what you're supposed to do. Okay. I'm dumbass.
He gets back in the car and tells the shocked Romero to drive and better keep his
Bro,
to
double
himself.
tapped him in the head. That's crazy.
The police quickly discover the dead Ruiz and find a Walmart receipt with him. They review surveillance cameras and identify a companion of Ruiz. It's Romero. He is arrested and suspected of murder. Shortly afterwards, Martinez contacts the police,
Nah, bro,
providing
gonna
Romero
snitch.
with an alibi and claiming that they were together at the time of the killing. But the police do not believe him, and Romero remains in custody.
He gonna tell, bro.
1
for
month
sure
later,
snitching.
Martinez is visiting his son in Erlenmeyer. Suddenly, the police start banging on the door.
Shit, Romero, you better than me, nigga. I understand. I'm not doing no jail time for you, and I just watched you kill this nigga. You can't kill me if you in jail, but if you get out, that's my ass. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm snitching, y'all, nigga. You're not finna kill somebody in front of me and then me go to jail for it and me not snitch on you, nigga. What? Are you crazy?
Martinez is convinced that they are there because of him. Romero must have talked. He flees the house, and a sheriff deputy named Crystal Darrington gives chase.
Oh,
In
yeah.
reality, Martinez had nothing to fear. The police officer doesn't know a thing about the murder in Alabama. She had come to visit Martinez's son because she is investigating a series of robberies and hopes for his assistance. She apprehends Martinez and brings him to the station. A colleague whispers to Darrington that the man she brought in is El Mano Negra, supposedly a contract killer responsible for several murders in the area.
There's no way he gets out again. Surely not.
They they could arrest Jose Martinez and hold him for being a felon in possession of a gun. And instead, he convinced them to let him go. And he offered to get them, get.
Fuck. You have a man that has been accused of 10 plus murders, if not more. And you let him convince you to let him go. Why? How?
Bad
Nigga's a
guns
master
off the street.
negotiator.
We have a lot of guns everywhere. Many of them are legal and many of them are illegal. And so the police were interested in kind of getting illegal guns, and Jose Martinez assisted them.
I'd have got the
with
illegal
this.
gun and took it dumbass to jail.
They thought it was because he didn't want to get locked up. That may be true, but I think it's also because he kind of wanted to keep tabs on. He knew he'd committed this murder in Alabama. He knew he had all these other murders, and he kind of wanted to keep an eye on, did they suspect him?
As Martinez collaborates with the police in California, an unsolved case in Florida is reopened. It's from 2006. The murder is of Javier Huerta. Investigators finally received the lab report regarding the cigarette butt in the mountain.
Just now? I'm sorry. Nigga, what year is it?
Dew they found all those years ago. They get a hit.
Years later?
The DNA belongs to a man who had previously been in prison, Jose Manuel Martinez. A detective named TJ Watts takes on the murder case.
TJ Watt.
At this point, Martinez is still not their primary suspect. But Watts is puzzled by why a Californian cigarette butt
Bro.
would turn up so far away in Florida. He contacts an investigator in California who tells him Martinez's story, that they know him, that he's been helping them collect illegal weapons, and that he's involved in several murder
There's no
investigations.
way they keep letting
but
him
that
get
they
away
can't
with
prove
this.
anything against him.
At this
But then the
point, you
investigator
don't
in
need to.
California tells Watts a small
You don't have to prove anything against this nigga. If his name is in the files that much, he probably did it. If you're in a bunch of cases of murders, you probably did it. One time, okay. 2 times, coincidence, maybe, like the girl said. But nigga, if you're in there 10 plus 12, 13, 14, 15 times, my nigga, you probably killed them people. You in there for a reason.
crucial detail. Many of the murders involve the use of zip ties. Watts is intrigued. He also has a few unsolved murders on his desk where zip ties were used. He has a strong suspicion that Martinez might be the person he's looking for.
This
He
nigga
doesn't
has a
see him
brain.
as a useful informant like the colleagues in California do. Watts believes Martinez might just be a killer. He marks him as person of interest.
There you go.
Meanwhile, Jaime Romero is still locked up in an Alabama prison, facing accusations for the murder of his friend, Jose Ruiz. He is terrified of his father-in-law. He witnessed his cold-bloodedness firsthand, but he can't go to prison. He has a daughter and a life at home.
Fuck that daughter.
So he calls for the man in charge, Detective McWhorter, and talks. On May 17th, the investigators finally issue an arrest warrant for Martinez on murder
2013.
charges.
It took y'all until 2013. Bro been doing this shit since the 80s. And it took y'all till 2013 to arrest this man? Jesus.
When he returns back to the U.S. from a trip to Mexico, Martinez is arrested in Arizona.
Look at him in all over
He
the
learns that
states.
there's a warrant out for him for murder. His only question is where the warrant came from.
Oh God, where did that shit come from? A long list of bodies. All that shit done
McWhorter
caught up
is
to
the
you,
first to
gang.
hear about Martinez's arrest at the border. He immediately sets off for Arizona to personally bring him back. On the way back to Alabama, they talk about life, the military, and even share a pizza at the airport. McWhorter is surprised at how little Martinez seems to care about being charged with murder. Upon arriving in Alabama, they are met by Detective Watts. He too had jumped on a plane to interrogate Martinez. Neither detective expects Martinez to confess. Perhaps he would spend time in jail and then make a mistake during a phone call from inside. At best, Martinez might admit to being at the crime scene, but try to blame everything on Romero. But things take a different turn. Martinez confesses almost immediately to killing Ruiz. He also confesses to the murder case in Florida. He provides detailed descriptions of the crime scenes,
Bro
the
committed to
number
all
of
these?
bullets used, and says, if I hadn't done the job, someone else would have. But it doesn't end
Damn.
there.
Fair enough.
Martinez then asks for Crystal Darrington, the deputy sheriff from Tulare. When she arrives in Alabama, he drops a bombshell. He's a contract killer and has killed numerous people. He goes on to confess to one murder after another.
Shot him in the head with a 22.
Took my gun and I shot him inside the car in the leg.
I even killed her brother.
It was a long list. I mean, you know, Crystal Darrington said that she was just like frantically texting her bosses, like, oh my God, another one, you know, and then like, I think the next day he's like, oh my gosh, I have another one. So it was a shocking list of murderers.
Yeah,
He
you don't say.
confesses to over 35 murders. Today, it is thought to be over 40.
They went back.
If you've killed 35 people, how can you remember 35 to 40 names to where you can just recite them all back to the police like that? Had he been like, oh, this was this nigga, this nigga, this nigga, this nigga, like, how would you remember the name of 35 dead people?
And reinvestigated all of them. Like, they didn't just take his word for it and tried to make sure it was true. And ultimately, they decided that they believed it.
Martinez is brought to trial for most, but not all of his murders.
Most. Not
Some
even all of
cases
them.
couldn't be resolved. At the time, he even faces the death penalty, which doesn't seem to worry him.
He probably wants the death penalty.
I know I'm gonna get electrocuted. I can go if I die tomorrow.
In the end, Martinez is sentenced to 50 years in prison in Alabama for the murder of Ruiz, life in prison without the possibility of parole in California for 9 murders, and 2 consecutive life sentences in Florida.
50 years, a life sentence, and 2 life sentences. Jesus.
Martinez certainly didn't make it easy for the police. He left few traces, often there were no concrete pieces of evidence, and as a hitman, there were usually no direct connections between him and his victims.
Hey, you're a hitman, though.
Especially in the 80s and 90s, police in
No
California
forensic shit.
had a lot of murders to deal with. They had limited resources. But there is also another reason why Martinez wasn't caught for so long.
There are other people who would say, well, he didn't try that hard to get it, in part because the people that he was killing were not people that created these giant outcry. You know, I mean, he was generally killing people without very much power. And so I think that was sort of one of the heartbreaking things.
I mean, you don't
to
need
me
power
when I
to-
started working on this, is that I went and found some of the family members of some of his victims, and many of them said over and over, like, it seems like no one cared that our relative was killed. And
Sad,
so I think that to me was sort of the craziest and most heartbreaking part of this case.
W video, man. Y'all like the video? Like, comment, subscribe. I still got a little title, didn't I? I think I'm at the bed, cuz no bullshit. But yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. We gonna have some more shit like this if y'all want it. Love y'all boys and girls. Y'all be safe, y'all be smooth. Get fresh, get money. And get in your bag, nigga. Get in your fucking bag. Anyways, I'm gone, cuz.